Hare Krishna. Welcome to Tax Guru YouTube channel. This is CA Rohan R. Pingle, practicing chartered accountant based in Mumbai, also partner in Motilal and Associates LLP, member firm of Marks Network. And today I'm going to take a special video on subject how to address income tax notices. Yes, we received number of notices, but many times what happened is that assessee got panic and also do not respond it. So we will address all these issues in today's video. So let's dive into it. Let me allow to share my screen. Yes. How to address income tax notice and what we are going to learn today in this topic is importance of addressing any notice, then in every sections what we receive under what means notices: intimation, inquiry before assessment, scrutiny assessment notice, income escaping assessment notice, adjustment notice, penalty notice, notices with respect to TDS and HRA mismatch, notices with respect to defective return, and after that we will also see a conclusion that can be drawn from today's learning. So stay tuned till the end. So we will discuss various types of notices, and under each topic head, we will discuss it reasons, then how to address it, and also the consequences if no action taken. So let's start. First, importance of addressing any kind of notice. Receiving a notice or communication from the department often creates what a sense of anxiety and uncertainty among taxpayers. So many individuals, especially those who are not well versed in tax laws, such notices are perceived as intimidating or indicative of wrongdoing. The initial reaction is what? Panic and fear is quite common. However, it is important to understand that not all notices are issued for adverse reasons. Several are simply routine, informational, or clarification in nature. So, what truly matters is not the receipt of a notice itself, but how one responds to it is what matters. A calm, informed, and timely approach cannot only resolve the issue efficiently but also prevent further complications. So, ignoring or mishandling an income tax notice can have serious consequences. We will see each and every topic we are going to discuss, including penalties, interest, and in some cases, legal proceedings. Conversely, addressing the notice properly and responding within the time stipulated time helps what? Maintain compliance, demonstrates transparency, and safeguards the taxpayers' rights and reputation. That is the importance of addressing any kind of notice. So let's start with the first topic: intimation, that is under section 143 subsection 1 of the Income Tax Act. Let's see what are the reasons why it is received. The reasons are TDS mismatch, if any, calculations errors, if any, incorrect deductions claimed, delayed filing of the return are the reasons why one received intimation under section 143 subsection 1. What needs to be done if we received that? Review the notice. Okay. If correct, then no action is needed. Pay tax within 30 days if it is payable. If it found incorrect, then only file rectification. And what are the consequences if no action taken? adjustment becomes final, demand raised becomes enforceable, and refund for future or delay in refund. So this need to be considered that if we don't respond it in time, we will face such consequences. Next, inquiry before assessment under section 142 subsection 1 of the Income Tax Act. Reasons why it is received. If return of income is not filed, or the department requires extra details. Okay, these are the some of the reasons why section 142 subsection 1 notice received. So what needs to be done? First, file return of income. If not filed, submit and or provide requested documents by the date mentioned in the notice. Don't ignore it. And consequences if no action taken will be treated as what? Non-compliance with lawful directions of the assessing officer. Based judgment assessment under section 144 may be carried out based on available information. Also, penalty under section 271 subsection 1 clause B levied for failure to comply. Prosecution can also be under section 276D may be initiated for willful default or punishable with imprisonment and fine. May adversely affect what? Future assessments or appeals as non-compliance weakens the taxpayer position. So this need to be taken into account. Next, scrutiny assessment notice, that is under section 143 subsection 2 of the Income Tax Act. Reasons why it is received. If your return of income is selected for detailed checking, for detailed scrutiny, then only you will receive scrutiny assessment notice. What needs to be done once you received notice? Submit and or provide all the relevant documents asked in the notice. Okay, if called for hearing, then attend it physically and or respond through the portal if online proceedings option selected. Consequences if no action taken. Very important. Assessment may be completed ex parte under section 144, that is best judgment assessment, based on information available with the department. Deductions, exemptions, or losses claimed may be disallowed. Additional tax demand, interest, and penalty also may arise, may attract penal consequences under section 271 subsection 1 clause V for non-compliance, and could raise a suspicion of concealment leading to further investigation or reporting under section 147. Next, income escaping assessment notice, that is under section 148 of the Income Tax Act. Reasons why it is received. If the department believes, that some of the income was undisclosed in earlier returns, means except from the return of income. So what needs to be done if it is received? Need to file a revised return of income and or provide explanation as per the notice received. Sources of income needs to be justified along with relevant proof. And consequences if no action taken, if no return is filed in response, the AO can proceed to complete reassessment under section 147, read with section 144 based on available data. May result in additional tax demand, interest, and penalty for non-disclosure or underreporting, loss of right to contest or explain the source of income once assessment is finalized. Prosecution may be initiated in cases of deliberate concealment or misreporting. Next, adjustment notice, section 245. Hope you are getting the knowledge and learning valuable. Okay. Reasons why it is received adjustment notice. Okay. If you have claimed refund in current return of income and have pending any tax dues from earlier returns of income, then this adjustment notice under section 245 can be received. So if received, what needs to be done? go to e-proceedings tab and submit response within 15 days as agree or disagree, else it will lead to what automatic adjustment of your current refund. So very important, very important to respond within the given stipulated time period. Consequences: if no action taken, refund will be automatically adjusted against the outstanding demand after the response period, generally 30 days. If the demand is incorrect or already paid and no response is filed, the taxpayer lost the right to object or seek refund restoration. Future refunds may continue to be adjusted until the outstanding demand is cleared. So, very important is to respond it. Next, penalty notice under section 271 AAC subsection 1. Reasons why it is received. During the scrutiny, if it was found that there is what unexplained income, and if received, what needs to be done? Explain the source of income by providing relevant documents and or information. And consequences: if no action taken, then penalty of 10% of tax payable under section 115 BBE is levied automatically. If tax under section 115 BBE is not paid before the end of the previous year, penalty proceedings continue and may escalate. In serious cases, may trigger prosecution under section 276C for willful concealment, and it weakens the defense in future appeals or representations in respect of assessee. So very important is to timely respond to the notices or any communication from the department. Now we will see notices with respect to TDS and HRA mismatch. Reasons why it is received: when HRA claim or TDS details don't match with that of the records held by the department. If received, what needs to be done? Provide rent receipts along with landlord's PAN if requested, and if rent exceeds rupees 50,000 per month, then comply with the TDS provisions. Many times we forget to comply this, and therefore we get the notices from the department. Consequences: if no action taken, mismatch amount treated as what? Unexplained income and increasing your taxable income. Demand under section 143 subsection 1 may be raised for tax shortfall, loss of refund or interest liability due to underreported income, may invite further scrutiny assessment under section 143 subsection 2 in future years. Next, notices with respect to defective return, section 139 subsection 9 of the Income Tax Act. Let's see what are the reasons for getting the defective return notice. If return of income has errors or missing data, incorrect deduction entries, non-attachment or mismatch of audit reports, return filed in incorrect form, then also you will get this notice of defective return. So it is very important to file your return in correct form, correct ITR form. Non-payment or partial payment of self-assessment tax also one of the reason to get notice for defective return. ITR not verified electronically, that is e-verification pending, or physical ITR not received within the prescribed time limit. Many of us forget, means files submit the return, but forget to e-verify the return either through Aadhaar OTP or electronically or through sending the ITRVs by speed post to the income tax department. And for that, if we forget, if we didn't do it in time, then our return will be treated as invalid, and defective notice before treating it as invalid return. This notice you will receive under section 139 subsection 9. So what needs to be done if you received such kind of notice? Within 15 days, we need to correct the mistake and refile your return of income. Also submit respond online under e-proceedings. With both action needs to be taken. Either you have, it's not either, you know, you have to take both. Within 15 days, we need to correct the mistake and refile. Also submit respond under online under e-proceedings. Consequences if no action taken. Return is treated as invalid as if no return was filed. Loss of right to carry forward losses, deductions, and exemptions may attract penalty under Section 271F for failure to furnish return and interest under Section 234 ABC of the Income Tax Act 1961 may expose taxpayer to what prosecution under Section 276CC for non-filing of a valid return and refund if any will not process until the defect is rectified. So all these are the notices we discussed. I think eight types of communications and or notices received from the department. Let's glance through it. Intimation, inquiry before assessment, scrutiny assessment notice, income escaping assessment notice, adjustment notice, penalty notice, notice with respect to TDS and HRA mismatch, notice with respect to defective return. And now we will move to conclusion that can be drawn from today's learning. The key lies in what awareness and preparedness. Taxpayers should avoid panic, seek professional guidance wherever necessary, and ensure all responses. And what should be ensured? All responses are accurate, complete, and supported by documentary evidence. And most important, you need to submit the response. Addressing a notice is not merely a procedural requirement, but an what essential step in ensuring what continued tax compliance and forcing trust with the tax administration system. Hence, taxpayers are advised to carefully read each notice, consult a qualified professional, and respond within the prescribed time limit. Is what is a conclusion from today's learning. So that's it for today. Hope you will getting the knowledge and value from these videos. Stay tuned to the Tax Guru YouTube channel. If you are not yet subscribed, then do subscribe it. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon. Happy Diwali to every one of you. Hare Krishna.